All right, what's going on, y'all? Today is June 21st, and I was going to do this kind of as an intro to one of my work days, but I decided to just go ahead and make a video about this topic because I think it's very important. So, why did I start this YouTube channel? What is the whole purpose behind it? That's very important because I have a lot of new subscribers and people on this channel that are not understanding the purpose of this channel. So, just to be clear, I am not promoting the cargo van business. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to go buy a van and to jump on gig apps and that you're going to make X amount of money. I don't promise any earnings. I don't promise success. That's all up to you. So I am simply documenting my journey. That's what this channel is about. I'm documenting my journey so that you can see in real time. I'm posting videos daily, weekly, monthly, and I'm showing you what it really looks like for me. I can only show you from my point of view, right? From my market where I live, this is what it looks like. So the whole purpose of this channel is so that you can see what I'm doing. You can see that I quit my job. I quit my 9 to 5 and I went all in on this investment, this cargo van. That's the line of work that I chose, and I'm making it. So I've been gone for 6 months. I left my job and I make enough money to provide for my family. And really all this is about is, for you, is to see my journey and say, and be inspired and encouraged and see that it is possible to leave your 9 to 5 and make it on your own. That's it. That's what my channel is about. I'm not promoting earnings. I'm not promising you're going to make X amount of money. I'm not promising success. All I'm doing is showing you my journey. That's it. So everything that I do is planned, right? I planned this out way before I bought the van. Everything was planned out. So I started just like this, watching YouTube channels. Like I watch so many content creators. And to be honest with you, I would not have this van today if it wasn't for those videos. I wouldn't have one. That's how I learned everything that I know. That's how I was inspired to go get a van and just go all in on it. And that's how I'm here today. So I'm the type of person I like to help. Like that's just me. That's my personality. And I used to work with one of my old jobs. I'm not going to say no names, but I used to work with a guy that he was in his late 20s and he didn't know what a mortgage was. He didn't know what mortgage was. He didn't know what refinancing means. He didn't know what interest rate. He doesn't know what interest rate means. And he was looking to buy a house. So there was no way I couldn't sleep at night knowing that, this guy didn't know those basic concepts of buying a house. And here he is trying to buy a house. So I would never forgive myself if he, purchased a house, with a high interest rate and a variable loan or something like that. And it just took 30 minutes for me to sit down and explain all of that to him. And that's just the type of person I am. So I do this channel. It's really like a lot of people don't need this channel. Like a lot of you guys are doing what I'm doing. Some of you guys are doing better than me. Some of you are doing worse. Some of you doing the same. You know exactly what I go through day to day. This is the life I chose. I'm not going to tell you everything about me because all you know about me is what I put out on these videos. So I used to have a job that paid over $100,000 a year when I lived in California. I gave that up for my family. Like, it's not worth it. I missed a lot of my oldest son's childhood because of work. So I'm not going to do that again. I put family first. I put God and family. That's my priorities. Work comes after all that. So yeah, it's not about money. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but none of you have seen my resume. I can get a job today, right now, where I live in Texas that pays $80,000 or more per year. Easy. Like I guarantee I put my resume in for certain jobs. I'll get it. Like there's no doubt about it. So it's not about money. I chose this career. I chose the delivery. I've been in the delivery service for about 2.5 years now. and I love it. Like, I never thought I would be doing this. So a lot of you don't even know what I used to do. So um, it's not about money. It's about happiness. I love this industry, and the thing I love most about it is that I have a college degree, but I work with guys that don't have a college degree. They, some of them didn't even graduate high school, but they're hard workers. And if I can help and inspire someone like that, just know that this industry right here that I'm in, there's no cap. So it doesn't matter if you have a degree or not. It doesn't matter what your level of education is. It's about your work ethic. So if I can show somebody that does not have a high school diploma that you could still do this job, if you got a driver's license and a clean record, or at least decent record, you can make just as much money as that corporate guy up and sitting in the office. So that's what I love about this industry and this business. It does require some hard work, some labor. If you don't mind working, you can't be lazy, but there's no cap. This vehicle that I purchased, there's no cap on how much I can make with it. And that's what I love about it. So I chose to be in this industry. I could easily get a high paying job. I can get a job that pays $40, $50 an hour. So that's not what it's about though. Remember, I have my priorities, and then other people have their priorities. So one thing I figured out about my channel is that a lot of people are looking at my videos. They might come across just one video, and I'm showing y'all the real deal. Like, if I make $50 or $75 in one day, I'm going to show you that. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to not post the video because I didn't make a lot of money, because that's dishonest and doing you a disfavor. That's the whole purpose of this channel, to show you the real deal. I could easily, make clickbait videos and just show you all the days I make $300, $400, $500, and make you assume that, oh man, this is the business right here. Nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. That's not what it's about. So all I want to do is motivate you and show you that it is possible to leave that 9 to 5 and do your own thing. That's it. That's all I want to show you. This is not for everyone. So you might, see my videos and realize, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. So the main thing, I don't want you to base it on my earnings, because, and like I said, I noticed that a lot of people come to my channel and they may watch like one video, and it might be a video where I just made $150, and they're looking at my video, but through their situation. You cannot do that. Your situation is not the same as mine. So a lot of you have no idea how much money I make. You have no idea how much money I have. I have 4 different bank accounts. I've never shared how much money I have in them. I don't, there's a lot of things I don't tell you guys, and many of you know I do have a passive income that's well deserved through the military. And that's $1,000. I did share that information. So that's an advantage that I have over other people. Everyone doesn't have $1,000 a month that they get. So that decision, I use that money help me start my business. So if you do not get $1,000 a month, you probably can't buy the same vehicle I bought. So like somebody told me to buy a $2,500 van. I'm not going to buy a $2,500 van. That doesn't make sense to me. It may make sense to you because, you're looking at it from a whole different standpoint. So my finances, my bills, my expenses are not the same as yours. So you cannot look at this channel like that. So for example, I chose to buy, my van was $49,000. I bought this van because I can afford it. You may not be able to afford a $49,000 van. You can't afford the loan payment. My loan payment is $600. My insurance is $500. I pay about $150 out of pocket every month. So if you didn't have the $1,000 a month like I get, that's $1,100 that you have to think about if you were to buy the same van that I bought. So it might make more sense for you to buy a $15,000 or $10,000 van to start with. So you cannot look at my channel. You can't look at my earnings and my, situation, and then, think that it's not going to work for you based on what I'm doing. So I hope y'all understand that. That's very important because I think that's the issue I'm running into. You know, people are trying to tell me how much money I need to make, and I know how much I need to make. So before I bought this van, before I got in this business, I wrote down all of my expenses. I wrote in every single bill that I pay, everything. And I figured out how much money I need to make to pay the bills, to buy groceries, pay medical, everything that I need, plus a little extra money for going out to eat or whatever, take the kids somewhere fun. So I wrote all that down, and it came out to $200 a day. Okay, it's actually, to be honest with you, it's really 150 because that's what I used to make on my old job. I used to make 150 a day, and I was on that job for 2 years. I was still able to pay my bills, do everything I needed to do, was not hurting for money with $150 a day. Okay, so that's based on my situation, my cost of living. I am in Texas. My house is almost paid for. I only owe $90,000 on it. So, you cannot compare your situation to mine. It's totally different. So I wrote down all my expenses, and I just added an extra $50. I said, you know what? I want to make $200 a day. That'll be more than comfortable for me. So that's my goal. Really, honestly, if I make 150, I'm good. But I just added an extra $50. Just extra money. So if I make $200 a day, $1,200 a week, okay, that's counting a 6-day work week. And a lot of times I don't have to work 6 days. I don't have to work any, I choose whatever days I want to work. But a lot of times I'll make 1,200 before, within 4 or 5 days. So that's my goal. I make $200 a day, $1,200 a week. I am comfortable. Like that's all I need. That's my goal. Okay. If you live in California and you come across my channel and you see a video of me making, $175 or $200 a day, and you see that I'm happy and I'm good, like I'm bringing it in at 12 o'clock noon. If you keep looking at it through your own situation, yeah, that's not going to look right. You're going to be like, man, ain't no money in this. Like, bro, you need to stay out longer. Like, you need to make more money. No, I don't. I don't need to make more money. That kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm doing here. So my old job, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be too long. I want to make sure everyone understands this. My old job, if I work 8 hours a day, hard labor, all right, this is some heavy equipment. I used to work for Sleep Number, those expensive adjustable beds we were delivering. It takes about 45 minutes to deliver a bed. So it doesn't matter if I have a light day or a heavy day with heavy loads. I got paid $20 an hour. That's when I started, it was $17 an hour. $20 an hour. So it did not matter what type of loads, what type of, how heavy the loads were. It was $20 an hour. That's how much you're going to make every hour. And I made about $150 to $160 per day. Okay. That's if I got a full 8 hours. Okay. So now I'm in a position where I don't have to work 8 hours. I can work 3 hours or 4 hours and make the money that I need to provide for my family. So for me, it does not make sense to stay out and continue working when money is not the issue. It's not about the money. It's about happiness and the comfort and being able to be my own boss. Okay. So now don't get me wrong. You could do these gig apps. You don't have to have your own business. You don't have to have an LLC. I'm trying to build a business, a family business. So in the meantime, yeah, I'm working gig apps and I'm using my van. And I think the people that's doing this know exactly what I'm talking about. It's nothing more satisfying than leaving that job that said you have to be punch in the clock at this time or you're going to be late. You're going to be late. Punch out at this time. Take vacation when we tell you to, because if you don't have seniority, I know you want to take vacation in June, but actually, we only got October available. So that's the dates you got to go. Oh, you got to work on holidays too. Certain holidays you got to work. Oh, and my old job, they added Saturday. So you got to work on Saturday too. They say, oh, you only get $20 an hour. No more, no less. It doesn't matter. I don't care how hard you worked. You're only, excuse me, you're only going to get $20 an hour. That's it. Um, that life, I'm done with. Like, I am over that. Like, completely done with it. So now that I've invested in a vehicle that allows me to get my time back, because that's most important. That company, they want to take your time and your body, right? All your energy and your strength and your time. Those are the three things they want. And they want it until you're 65. Once you turn 65, then they'll give you probably like 60, 70, maybe 80% of your salary. And then you got to fight for more. And a lot of guys retire and still got to work. So, all right, sorry about that. My phone kept falling over. So yeah, I don't want to work till I'm 65. Like, I'm trying to, I have a lot of goals, and I do have a goal of retiring within the next 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. And then I'm trying to build something for my family. I could never do that on that 9 to 5. That system is not, it does not work for me. It works for them, but not for me. All right. So, anyways, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. I really just wanted to kind of redirect everyone to what this channel is about. I still welcome all comments, any suggestions, any criticism. Just be respectful and understand that I'm not here to impress you. I'm not trying to impress anybody with earnings. I'm not trying to promote the van. You know, go get a cargo van. You're going to make so much money. If you want to drive, you want to buy a car and jump on dispatch, absolutely, you could do that. And I just want to end with this. So I was watching this channel right here. And this is Eagle Express. Eagle Express, I think his name is Andre. Man, I love this dude channel. Like, when I first started, I was looking into OTR before I learned about the gig apps. That's what I was going to do. And man, I'm telling you, if you want to do OTR, you need to watch this dude's channel, man. Like, he's a lot like me. Like, he will not lie to you. He's going to tell you the truth about the business. He's been doing it, I want to say, for 8 years, either 8 or 9 years. He's got a lot of experience. I believe he has his own company. He hires drivers. I don't know if he's hiring right now, but he also dispatches. He does dispatching. Like, that's the type of people I listen to. So, like, if I want to be a millionaire, who would I listen to? A homeless person, another person that wants to be a millionaire, or someone that is a millionaire? Like, which one makes more sense? So he's in the game. He does OTR. That's what he does. So that's the type of people you want to listen to. And like, I really honestly was considering OTR, not just because of the money, but I think that's a really fast way to make a lot of money. Like, he's saying, like, you could make $2,000, $2,500 a week, but this is what you got to do. And that's the issue that I have. And I love his channel. That video right there that I just showed you, he tells you exactly what OTR is like. And I believe it, so I'm not saying that everyone has it like that. There may be some people out there that just, their OTR journey is just amazing, but I'd say almost every single person that I've seen, they're going to tell you there's a lot of pros, but there's a lot of cons. So for me personally, I'm a family man. I have a wife and kids. I don't want to be on the road for 2 to 3 weeks. And he's saying, yeah, to make that amount of money, you got to be on the road that long. So that's already a negative, and then, you got to drive, be willing to drive all day, all night. You got to put in 1,000 miles or more within 24 hours. I could barely drive 2 hours. I drove 4 hours, 4 hours round trip on one of my dispatch orders. And I hated it. Like, it was horrible. And it wasn't even about the pay. It was just like when I'm on the road, I'm thinking about all kind of stuff. First, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So what if, I ain't got no phone reception? What if my van break down? I ain't got no reception. What if I get a flat tire? I don't want to sleep in my van. Like, it's a lot of cons. So you just really have to think about it. You can't just be like, oh man, I'm about to make a bunch of money, I'm gonna do an OTR. It's not that easy. It's not as easy as you think. So I'm so glad I watched that channel last night, man. That video, and I think he just posted another video either today or yesterday about whether you should buy a van or not, man. I'm telling y'all need to follow this dude channel, man. I love his channel. He keep it real, he keep it honest, and it struggles no matter which route you go. Whether you get a contract, because you risk losing your contract if you don't, do it to standard. Like it's always going to be pros and cons to whatever you do. Gig apps, yeah. There's days I make money. There's some days it's slow. Like there's no orders or the pay is low. Like you can always, whatever you decide to do, you can always complain. There's always going to be a complaint. OTR, I mean, he admits like there's weeks at a time where there's just no loads, or the rates are just ridiculous. Like I'm not taking that rate. So not to get off track, but the main thing that I want you to know about my channel is that I'm trying to inspire more than anything. So if you are on a 9-to-5 and you come across my channel, and let's say, you work at a flower shop and you want to start your own florist delivery service, know that you can do it. Like you absolutely can do it. Really, once you buy a vehicle, that's when the doors open. You could do whatever you want. You don't have to do OTR. You don't have to have a contract. You don't have to do gig out. You could buy a cargo van and convert this thing into an ice cream truck if that's what you want to do. Like the vehicle is the investment. So what you do with it, that's totally up to you. You can start any business you want. So I also came across this video. I watched this a couple days ago. This guy started selling hot dogs. He bought a cart, and his expenses were surprisingly the exact same as mine. $20,000 to starting costs. $20,000. This guy is gross. He can gross as high as $6,000 a week, literally selling hot dogs on the street. He's got his license. He's licensed to do it, registered through the state, through the city, and he could gross up to $6,000 a week selling hot dogs. So, I mean, it's not about money, y'all. For me, this channel is not about money. I'm not trying to impress y'all with earnings. I'm just trying to show you the real deal. So I'm going to end it with this. I live in Texas. My cost of living is low. I only need $200 a day. I cannot stress that enough. $200 a day. All right? And I'm good. I don't actually, to be honest, I don't need 200. It's 150, but if I make 200 and I go home at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, don't be mad at me. That's my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole purpose of this. I'm not trying to promote being your own boss. Some people think that's all you just want to say, you're your own boss. Absolutely not. Even though I am, but that's not what I'm promoting. I'm promoting freedom, y'all. Freedom. It's nothing like, until you doing what I'm doing and experiencing this for yourself, like my man Hustling with KO, he remind me of me, man. I love his energy, and I know he loving life. He got a wife, he got a kid, he loving life. Same situation. I think he made about the same as I did, about $150 a day. Now he is the boss, man. Man, I can't even express it. I'm not even gonna say nothing else about it. Just know that I just want to inspire y'all, man. That's it. Whatever you want to do. I don't care if you want to, sell oranges on the street, whatever. If you got $10,000, $20,000, you got a dream, go for it. I mean, why not? Invest in something. Being your own boss, man, I'm telling you, this is the life right here. I will never go back to the 9-to-5. I promise you, you will see me. If I lose this van, I will be mowing somebody's lawn before I go back to work. I'm telling you, because the guy that mows my lawn, he does about 6 a day, and he making $50 per lawn. So add that up. He make more money than me, and he just mow lawns. So anyways, I'm gonna end it here, man. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna end it here. Follow your dreams, y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.